mic check. There we go. That should be working okay. There's a thing that I need to update though. As you can see, my other camera is pretty freaking scuffed. So. Change that. Really annoying that my camera settings don't save. Oops. Okay. Up on over to art. Whoa, okay. What is happening? With my stuff. Means. Okay, this is really weirding me out. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to fix this. Okay, I guess. Shit. Whatever. Here we are once again working on go-see stuff. Because this turnaround needs to get done. Buts and ifs. Rushan, how's it going? First viewer, been watching your content for a while, really love the style. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. How are you? Wonderful Thursday. So. Feel like don't really need this one. This one. Head. Okay, so we got the top of the torso right there, the bottom of the torso right there. I'm obsessed with drawing game titles. Game titles? You mean like the logos for games? Is that what you mean? Really amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I will have to update it because the character design changed. I don't know if I had... well, might as well show it here. So this is the latest update to the character design. That's going to be him from this point. And I probably will change the I don't know, I mean, I don't know if I feel like this type of design sheet anymore. So, oops. But I want to bring back a little bit of that 90s cartoon vibe. You know, like gummy bears. Nathan, how's it going? Well, that's cool. That's cool that you're drawing logos. Logos for games. Are you drawing them for fun? Are you drawing them professionally? Kind of feel like you can't just throw that out there. Not elaborate. Down. That's the max. definitely gonna get used again to. The 90s cartoony really works well with the overall theme. I don't know. I mean, it's what I grew up with. This is sort of, I mean, it's partially I mean, I don't know. I guess it's partially like a love letter to dog. Tyrion. There's very much so a love letter to him. Her. Like a means for us to for him. I love how the moment I start drawing, my shoulder starts twitching. It's like the most annoying thing ever. I don't know why that happened. Does anybody else have that? It's either at the moment it's either my knee or it's my shoulder. Actually, I'm doing game art professionally. Nice. I don't really know anybody that does that. I work in the animation industry. Animation. But do you have any titles that people might know that you've worked on? Curious. I love your animation style as well. That low FPS style is really good. Well, technically, it's not even that low. I mean, most of it is 12 frames per second, which is standard TV animation. Or 12 drawings per second, 24 frames. But I feel like I've started modifying it a little bit. I do like the Japanese style. Things on threes every now and again. Like they are influencing the animation industry overall. A bit with that. Yeah. Trying to out the shape of it. Wait. It's times like this where I miss my have my fingers crossed that Sense Lab is gone. Because they are supporting officially, I guess you could say, my project. They last year sent me a pen tablet, which dope as hell. And, I mean, it is better for my posture, I'll say that. Like, my posture while drawing is better than it used to be. This right here would be... Okay. Yeah, 6 to 12 FPS range really adds character. Absolutely. Nozaki, I hope I pronounced that correctly. What's up? How you doing? I think I'll just use this layer as a... use it for roughing. This is roughly tip is on tips. Part is not going to be shown. So, if you work in the game industry, are you doing game art professionally? Are you just doing logos? Are you also doing character designs? Like, what aspects are part of your job? Just out of curiosity. I'm not a game, like, I don't have any industry experience in game development. Literally Leb, dev, trying to make his first game. No, I know, your first game shouldn't be like a big one, shouldn't be like all consuming or whatever, like make short ones, quick ones, so that you learn a lot fast. But unfortunately, that's not how it worked out for me. That was the intent, that's how it started. But then I made a character for the game, and I was like, hey, why don't I make a game about fiance's dog? And then it turned into way more than originally intended, which isn't bad. It's not a terrible thing. It's just more than initially intended. Passed away, like it more of an important project done right. At its lowest. Actually, realizing it needs to go all the way up to. That's where third goes. Really. We all know the struggle of personal projects. They start small and snowball from there. Absolutely. I do everything. 2D characters, logos, UI, backgrounds, props, and everything. Nice. Outside of Pinterest, are there any websites that you use for reference? Like one that I recently found out about, which just blew my mind when I did. Let me just quickly find it. Do I not have it up anymore? Oh. Lose it. No, it's gameuidatabase.com. ArtStation, Pinterest? I see. Yeah, gameuidatabase.com is the website that just... Such a useful tool. Okay. Here it goes off the way. Here. Yeah, through Pinterest as well. Nice. Tristan, how's it going? Yeah, like this game was intended to be a short and quick one because the game that I wanted to make, and I still want to make it, or this turned into what it is now. I want to make a game about cavern. Undecided yet what it'll end up being, if it'll be a tavern sim, probably not. Or you're an adventurer moving to that town and you get to not only adventure but like kind of build your reputation, build like a little home, I guess. Decided to move to the frontier, or like decided to move away from wherever you were there. We're essentially like to have like a home base and dungeon, an endless dungeon, something along those lines. I don't know. Oh, ad break. Ad break on Twitch. Sorry, guys. I think we're about a minute out. Something along those lines. Ad break has started. No, the ad break has started. I run ads on Twitch because I don't like pre-roll ads, and pre-roll ads tend to chew away people. Figure out if the stream is actually something you watch, but to sit through commercial break. Channels like yours are a huge inspiration as well. I might live stream one day when I start a suitable project and feel confident enough to teach the audience. Yeah, I mean, I'd say just start. I think that's the biggest lesson that I'm taking away from this, is that I wish I just started sooner. Like, because at the end of the day, like, like waiting forever and saying like, you know, I'll wait till the time. I'll wait until this and this. Like, you'll keep procrastinating, and one day when you start, you might wish, fuck, if only I started sooner, because then I'd be this much. Especially if you've been thinking about, like, obviously if you haven't ever been thinking about it before, how would you know to start sooner? But if it's something that you're playing around with in your mind, like, who's stopping you from just starting now? You. If you don't have anything to teach right now, or don't feel like you have anything to teach right now, you'd be surprised. But then at the same time, like, you also don't have to teach. I started with the intent of just, when I finally did, I started with the intent of just hanging out and like drawing, and if anybody join, meet people, and I get to potentially make some online friends that way. If not, then not. Like, so and with YouTube, with my YouTube content, I pushed that out for far too long too. I knew that I wanted to hop over on YouTube, and then one day I was like, you know what, like, fuck, I forever have been thinking about getting back into Unreal Engine. Like, you know, I used it back in college, and for some level design classes, and missed using it. So I was like, fuck it, let's jump into it. And like, thinking about making for forever too. The final tipping point for me was playing Game Dev Tycoon on cell phone, where I was like, you know what, this is a lot of fun. I know that making a game is probably nothing like that, but even just to have like a tiny bit of that feeling of like you sitting in your garage and you're building something, like I wanted that. So I just jumped in, and then with YouTube that was more like, okay, fuck, I'm just gonna record it and kind of record it for my own documentation to like be able to go back one day and be like, all right, cool, like this is the process that I went through to make my first game. And like, yeah, to kind of just, yeah, like have that journey document. And then it became a thing, and I'm like, wait a minute, there's actually a community here on YouTube that's interested in someone like me. Like, you know, I knew there was an indie community that was watching like other people make indie games, teach how to make games, but I didn't realize like how like interested of an audience there is for this type of content. Runny, how's it going? And I mean, I am working on another update video. Taking me forever because the mistake that I made is I didn't record when I was working on things. So I don't really have anything. It's too route. I'm doing good. Your reads me. Actually, I'll start soon. It makes sense to start ASAP. Exactly, because like, so what if you like? That's the other thing, right? Like, if you feel like, well, like my content isn't good enough, like my videos aren't good enough, like, who cares? I mean, fuck, PewDiePie put out videos with that literally looked like ass, like. He made videos with his camera, the editor zoomed in, super pixelated, like I don't give a fuck what my videos look like kind of quality. Well, I mean, he created an entire style, I would say, I guess, for YouTube videos, but a style that literally didn't give a shit about like video quality, I guess. And so many people copied it. So like, I don't know. The hardest thing is to start. And like, you'll find your style. You'll find your, like, you know, when I started Twitch, I didn't really know what my channel was gonna look like, what I wanted my channel identity to be. Like, I just thought of a name. Had to change my name away from what it was before, because, I mean, for one, Broforce for like a channel name is just kind of ugh. Like, I'd be cringing at that so hard now. Plus, it's also the name of a game, so I didn't want to go with with that either. But in the beginning, like, I mean, yeah, like I was always drawing on stream, but I didn't really know my overlays and that kind of stuff, like what kind of identity be, like what is my channel, like I don't know. And then one day I watched a guy who worked at Blizzard, or or still works at Blizzard, I don't know, as a freelancer. He worked on things like Hearthstone. And he had this like apothecary vibe where like his channel felt a little bit like a little potion shop. I guess that's sort of his persona that he... I don't know if it was a persona. Yeah, and so the potion shop him, or was it... Anyways, I looked at that and I'm like, fuck, like I think that's a great fucking idea. Like, I want to make a tavern because I'm obsessed with medieval stuff, and I love taverns. I mean, from sci-fi taverns like the Cantina on Mos Eisley to you know, the Green Dragon or whatever. Like, I'm super into them. And so I just ended up making, like, this isn't the first like tavern background I had. Like, this is the second iteration because the style evolved over time. But I purposely didn't add any characters in it because, well, you are, you know, you're the people hanging out in this tavern with me. And yeah, like I said, it went through different iterations, and you know, I made tavern characters that eventually turned into viewer characters, or like an option for viewers to kind of make their own character. I don't know if I can... You're like... There you go, that's the tavern keeper. And then... this... Is this gonna work? Is this gonna work? Is it broken? I think it's broken. Shit. Of course it's broken. Alright, well, whatever. You know, then I started making animations for... where is it? For subscriptions, that kind of stuff. And yes, it's like very much inspired by Hades, but that kind of just eventually ended up turning into my main style that I very much enjoy drawing. Exactly, because that's the other thing. Like, I love having a YouTube fireplace on, or gas fireplace, log fireplace, whatever it is. And the same is on Twitch. Like, in the beginning, I loved looking for streams that had a fireplace. And, like, by no means am I the only one that had it. I don't know if many people have it now, but I don't know. Just kind of what happened. And I'm pretty happy with where it ended up. So all this is to say that, like, you could just start and the rest will sort itself out. Say I'm gonna model him in 3D. Print him out. Definitely before I get rid of my 3D. Doing a turnaround sheet, do you jump into Toon Boom for animations? I'm more of an Adobe Animate guy, but yes, the animations for the game so far were done in Toon Boom Harmony. Toon Boom is kind of like a buzzword at the well, still a buzzword at the moment. Because it's, I don't know, I feel like the industry is, like the industry tools are driven in part by not only companies and studios, but also the clients. Because when they hear, hey, this amazing show that you want to emulate was done in Toon Boom Harmony, they're like, oh, we should do this show in Toon Boom Harmony. Even though the show can be done in any other software. So then, as a studio, you're like, well, fuck, I have to spend $2,500 on a license, or pay $175 a month for a subscription just for that one software, times, I don't know, 30 people, like, and then depending on how many productions you have that are in 2D, like, that's a lot of money that your studio spends. Wrath of the Lich King. I want to listen to that. Listen to Conan Exiles. Main theme is good. And like, honestly, the other thing too, kind of watch out for when you're streaming is not to get too obsessed with the numbers. That's fucking hard. I'm struggling. But like at one point in time, I went from like for like a few months, like an average unique viewer amount of 40 per stream to now not a whole lot of people, which is fine. Like, I'm not saying this to like, oh, for me. Just saying, like, it's so easy to obsess over the numbers and be like, oh no, fuck, like, where did that go? Like, why is it happening? Why is there no one watching me? Like, whatever, who cares? It's just fun to create a space. That's kind of how I looked at it. I had fun creating the tavern. And like to continue that part of it. Tavern is by no means done. It's still like, you know, as new tools are built for streaming, there's things that new features that I get to take advantage of, like popping up someone's character in stream based on their username in chat. Like things that I couldn't do when I first started, that I can do now. And it's just kind of like, kind of nice because it's, forgetting. Since we are backside. Um, God. Yeah, as you stream, new tools are built. And cool as you go. That was kind of like part of the factor. Question: why don't you make rough, quick sketches and then do a clean? Right now, you're straight away doing the clean pass. Just, I don't know. It's just something that I have a problem. I tend to, like, when I draw characters, like, I try to go rough, and then what's it? Do cleanup. But even with my roughs, I try to get the proportions correct and the anatomy already kind of in there. So it's just a me problem. I know that I'm spending forever on the same thing right now, and it really is like quite annoying because it takes me forever then to finish things. So I understand what my problem is. What do I do to fix it? Nothing. Like with turnarounds, I mean, some of them go faster, some of them go slower, and with this one, like as I'm cleaning it out, or like as I'm doing the clean pass, I'm thinking about where things are. So I feel like I'm paying more attention to it than I would otherwise. I don't know. It's just a stupid me problem, which I mean is the main reason I don't work as a designer, because I'm just not fast. Fuck. But I mean, you're right. And maybe that is the healthier thing to do. I'm tempted to say fuck it. Find some layers. Looks good. Thank you, Skyleon. How's it going? It's a perfectionist problem. Very much so. I can see that. Alright, let's fucking combine them. I'm not happy with... Don't... I also have a, well, look. Focus on it. Sorry. Roughing things out. Because I just get hyper-focused on something. This art style is very nice. You mean like, this? What he looks like now? With Stefanos, how's it going? Good afternoon. Do we got the brush? I like the texture that gives. The brush is, so if you have any of the later versions of Photoshop, they should be already by standard with Photoshop when you install it. So they're Kyle's brushes, and these are, like the one that I'm using is Kyle's drawing box, Happy HB. Ronnie, welcome back. This thing there. Driving me insane. To spread some democracy today. Diverse. Settle it. But oh, we're back to an ad break. Sorry to the people on Twitch. Which Maxwell. What about Maxwell? It's why are we talking? Stop fucking twitching. Seriously. trials so hard with character turnarounds? They can be quite difficult, yeah. Started with them too. Technically, had to deal with character 15. Sure. But again, like as an animator, you don't really get to do the turnarounds. The turnarounds are mostly designers. And I mean, then they're built by build artists. Back money. But it's a good skill to have. Practice. Right. Tail is going to be the same, so I'm not going to bother about the tail. The belts, though. Do the belt first. Here. Okay, with the here. A pinch. Right. Right here is definitely needs to go to here. Artist. Okay, the music's not the greatest. Conan song. There's no need to ever have a full turnaround for this character, I think. Not really ever going to be a need for it in potentially. Well, definitely not in... I can't even say that. No, maybe there is. Because, I mean, I'm also going to have 2D animated cinematics in-game. So, that I definitely... Oops. Will your final images have the line art? Well, the final, like, this is what the character looks like in-game, sort of. In the game, I don't know, have you seen my game at all? Like the character does have outlines. I'm anxious I use too many horizontal lines. I mean... yeah, that's... Okay. Yeah. I get what you mean. Horizontal lines. That's why I'm using guides. Get rid of them when it gets too cluttered. I just focus on like one body part at a time. The reason I'm being so thorough with like what these shapes look like as a whole is just because when I'm building this character in Adobe Animate, like I need to know what it looks like behind. So no, I haven't seen. I'm new here. Followed right when your stream ended a few days ago. Well, hello and welcome. I, for one, really appreciate you popping in and supporting the stream and yeah, and I'm glad that you like what you see. Let me show you. I shall send the... Go. That's the link to the current I guess state of the game, end of the year view of where the early prototype is at the end of last year. Let me see if I can. Oh, you've watched it just now? Okay, then I don't have to pop it up on screen. Cool, cool. I'm glad you like it. Alright guys, I have to end the stream though. I know I didn't really get all that far, but whatever. Who cares? Fix this guy. Alright, well thank you so much for hanging out everybody. I do have to go now. It's time to work. So, yeah. As per usual, and for anybody new here, my stream schedule is every Tuesday and Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Sorry, 8:30 a.m. Pacific time until 10 a.m. Pacific time. And yeah, so I'll be back next week on Tuesday. I am still thinking about what day I can maybe add to have 3 a week, but we'll see. Awesome sauce. Hopefully I'll be early next time. All good. All good. But yeah. Until next Tuesday. You guys take care. I'm checking if there's anybody that I can raid, but not really. Nobody that I would want to raid. So, yeah. This is it. Slaughtered. Thank you so much. You as well. Wherever you are, have a nice day, night, morning, whatever it is, and a productive day. Until next time. Bye, everybody.